What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to our new education corner. So this is a new thing we're going to have that's going to be up on our YouTube channel where we're going to educate you guys and ourselves as well about certain supplementations, exercise, anatomy and physiology, everything we've used in our fitness background to help educate you, the audience, more on what we're doing here. So today, I want to go over a supplement that everybody's maybe heard about or had some experience in, creatine. Now when we talk about creatine, let's go over what it actually is. So what is creatine? All you need to focus on when we're talking about creatine is it helps muscles produce more energy. To simplify everything, to get it as easy as we can, creatine, more energy for muscles. Now, creatine itself is found throughout the body. Your body produces creatine and it can get it from outside sources such as red meat and supplements, which is what we're talking about when we're talking about creatine. When we talk about creatine, whether in supplementation, we're getting it from an outside source, or what it's created in our bodies, we have to remember it creates and produces more ATP. ATP is an acronym for adenosine triphosphate. If you remember in biology class or a chemistry class, any other class you might take in high school or college, ATP equals fuel. ATP is one of the energy sources that your neurotransmitters from your muscles use to move from point A to point B. So anytime you are doing any type of movement within your body, ATP is one of the energy sources being used. We know creatine creates ATP and is our fuel. Now we have a full tank. Let's see how we spend energy in these three different energy systems. The first one is our phosphagen system. So any movement that's from 0 to 10 seconds is going to be using free-forming ATP. That's the fuel that's already just been hanging around in our bodies. An example of some of these movements are squats, sprints, jumps. Anything that's 0 to 10 seconds, starting to finish. Examples of sports that are phosphagen system based are football, strength sports, track, and field. Mostly field for phosphagen systems. And then as soon as that free-forming ATP is used, we have no other ATP. More ATP must be produced, so it goes into the glycolytic system. All the glycolytic system does is use glucose, sugar, to create more ATP. And this system lasts between 10 seconds to 2 minutes. After that, there's no more glucose to burn through, so we would go to a different one. But before we go there, an example of glycolytic system, some exercises are some burnouts during hypertrophy training and some running. But running that's only less than about 2 minutes. Good sports for this system are wrestling, gymnastics, and the track part of track and field. Once we've used up our glycolytic system, we can't use glucose anymore to create ATP. How are we going to get that fuel? We need more ATP. We're going to go to our oxidative system. Anything that's over 2 minutes and above of continuous motion, your body is going to use oxygen to create ATP, our fuel. A couple of examples of how this happens in some workouts are AMRAPs, anything with as many rounds as possible, a 5K row, marathons, all endurance sports, specifically cross-country, cycling, and Ironmans. In recap, creatine helps produce more ATP, which then ATP is brought to our three energy systems, which help us go whatever sport or exercise we're doing. Again, this is a very simplified way of breaking down what creatine is and how it produces ATP. But this is just wanted a segue for everybody out there, because on our second creatine installment, we'll be talking about supplementation, how it's good for you, pros and cons, should you be using it, what sports should be using it, and how to use it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you listening in. We'll see you next time.